Story of our stuff, water. Where does our water come from? Well, let's follow a drop of water all the way from a rain cloud to your faucet. One day in Marin County, the rain was falling, and that meant it was filling up the 7 reservoirs we use to store our fresh water. After the rain, the Marin Municipal Water District knew just what to do. Since the reservoirs are man-made, each with a dam and a spillway, the Marin Municipal Water District allowed some of the water down the spillway to continue being treated so that the 190,000 households in Marin that rely on them could use that water. The water, already aerated in the reservoirs to avoid stagnancy that could attract unwanted bugs, rushed down the spillway where the Marin Municipal Water District added some benign chemicals to the mix in order to send undesired solids to the bottom of the treatment tank. Then, the trusty Marin Municipal Water District workers slowed the water's flow down so remaining particles would settle and leave us with slightly clearer water. To make sure any last solid particles couldn't get through, the water is sent through a series of coal, sand, and gravel filters. Finally, before going to residences, chlorine is added to the water to kill any disease-carrying bacteria. We should all be really grateful for this elaborate treatment, because I don't know about you, but I sure don't want dirt, pebbles, or amoebas in my water. The water, freshly cleaned and treated, is then sent through a maze of pipes until it is readily available for use whenever someone turns on their faucet, hose, dishwasher, or flushes a toilet. In Marin, guess how much water we use per day? Just guess. Well, the moment of truth. An astonishing 25 million gallons per day. That's equivalent to as much water as it would take to fill a garden hose going 12 times around the earth. In Marin, we currently have a 2-year supply of water, which means that at our current consumption rate, we have a stored supply of water that would only last 2 years before we had absolutely no more water to use, and our reservoirs were as dry as Death Valley. Right now, the threats that face our supply of fresh water include drought, because 75% of Marin's water supply is from our 7 reservoirs, which rely heavily on rain. Pollution, mainly from pesticide runoff, boating and recreation in the water, and dumping hazardous materials into any waterway. Backflow contamination, which is when the flow of municipal liquids, both fresh and waste, is reversed and the drinking water system is contaminated. And lastly, simply wasting water. It is important that everyone in Marin and in the world conserve water. Water is a precious natural resource that our very survival depends on. Thanks to the Marin Municipal Water District providing clean, fresh, easily accessible water to a major part of Marin, we can trust the water that comes out of our faucets. The Marin Municipal Water District owns, protects, and manages over 20,000 acres of watershed land in Marin, and we should all be very appreciative of the work that they do to keep our water clean and keep us all healthy and happy.